Can you believe I got my hands on this, can I just say, stunning mirror? Look at those fabulous wood carvings on top and all those other beautiful details on the edges and in the center. The plan for this piece is to make these beautiful carvings really pop using the dry brushing technique and adding black wax. Although it definitely was a stunning piece, the mirror was in a very bad condition and couldn't be saved, but I did find a solution for it. The wood itself was in pretty good shape, aside from a few cracks here and there that could be repaired very easily. I bet you are just as excited as I am, so let's get started. After I removed the mirror from the frame, I gave the piece a good wash, making sure that all the dust and grime was removed so my paint would stick. I used a bit of wood filler to fill up the cracks and let it dry. After that, I took the mirror outside for painting. I started with a thin coat of Annie Sloan's French linen on the back. Usually I don't paint the backside of my pieces, but I figured I wanted to go the extra mile for this one. After it dried, I flipped it over and I sanded down the little crack that I filled up with wood filler. I removed all the sanding dust and gave the complete frame a coat of the same color as the back. I used my spray mister since I was working outside in the sun. The heat and wind will make your paint dry faster. The spray mister helps prevent that, so you can stretch the drying time a bit. Another advantage is that it works a bit smoother and you will need a bit less paint when you water it down. To get into all the little details on top of the frame, I used a smaller brush. Here is how the mirror looked after the first coat. And here it is after the second one. I brought the mirror back inside for my next steps. To make the wood carvings and all the other details pop, I decided to do some dry brushing in the color Old White from Annie Sloan. The easiest way to do dry brushing is by using a piece of cardboard. You take just a bit of paint with your paintbrush and you unload it on the piece of cardboard, making sure that just a tiny little bit of paint is left on your brush. And then you brush the lighter color on top of all the raised details of the surface you're working on. Don't use too much pressure doing this, because in that case, too much paint will be left on the piece. You just want to highlight the raised details. You don't really want to paint them. But don't worry when you make a mistake or you dry brushed too heavily. You can always go back over it with the base coat color. Let it dry and dry brush a bit of Old White over it again. You can repeat the process and do some necessary touch-ups as much as you want and until you are happy with the results. As you can see, I made a few mistakes myself and I also did a few touch-ups. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes, it's just paint. This is how the mirror looked like after the dry brushing. I was already so in love with how it looked, but I promise you it will look even better after I am done with the black wax. But before the black wax, I first protected the piece with some clear wax. I covered the whole mirror in clear wax and then wiped off the excess wax with a clean rag. When you want to age your piece with black wax or with dark wax, it's very important to first put on a coat of clear wax. The clear wax will help you move around the black or the dark wax to give the shaded effect that we all want. My next and almost last step was adding black wax. It's my favorite step, since I really do believe that black wax is what gives the magic touch to this piece. With a detailed brush, I applied the black wax in all the little corners and details, making sure I didn't forget any part. With a rag, I wiped down the excess wax, so a shade of black wax would remain. Just look at the difference between the top part that already has black wax in the details and the bottom part that doesn't have black wax. The black wax really helps this piece come to life. And then I repeated this process on the rest of the mirror. Let me just speed up the video a little bit here, so you can enjoy together with me how this mirror comes to life. I can just watch this for hours. And then for my last step, I called in my assistant, also known as my husband. We decided not to replace the mirror, but we wanted to make a chalkboard. My husband cut out a piece of wood in the exact same shape as the old mirror. With a roller, he put on several coats of black chalkboard paint. And with that, this piece was done. Here is just a quick reminder of how this piece used to look like. And just look at this stunning chalkboard now. I love, love, love it. The dry brushing technique together with the black wax really make the details pop. I thought the replacement of the mirror by the chalkboard was such a clever idea of my husband, especially when you know that a new mirror would have cost us more than 350 euros. I hope you like it as much as I do. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on my next videos. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!